Peace, peace, whatever fam. And we're back for a sensual love reading. It's been a while since I did one of these. So I'm going to do hopefully up to 3 spreads. But let's just get right into it. We're going to start with some oracle. This is Higher Love Soul Link Oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit, for showing me truth, clarity, and unconditional love between my lovers that join my live reading. So it is. Amen. Joyful times. Oh, wow. You and this individual. Let's get one more before I start spilling tea. Prepare for change. 55 on the timer. And I see patience in progress, reassessment. Okay. But first and foremost, joyful times, prepare for change. So go listen to my full moon release because I feel like this is going to be a theme we're moving with us all year long when it comes to our relationships, where we have to be open-hearted to give in to the changes that this present moment is calling us to make. Because these relationships are going to help us be more reflective, and it's also going to help us, become better versions of ourselves, or learn how to integrate the conscious of the other. Okay, because if we've been used to being alone or surviving with very little help, very little human interaction, know that the times we're moving into is really going to be focused on community, collective, family, relationships, and working through that nitty gritty stuff that sometimes discourages us or makes us want to run from love and run from the growth. Because when we start to grow, that's when things get hard, that's when things trigger us, that's when things get uncomfortable and messy. So moving through that is important, because through every low comes a high. So Spirit is saying that prepare for joyful times. So if you've been going through a really rough time or rocky time with yourself or with another, or just where you stand with your family or a current situation, know that like this situation is about to change, but it's going to require some patience and progress from both sides. So some teamwork, but most importantly, joyful times is on the horizon for you. You're meant to have this with this individual, and you're meant to experience this positive shift in your own energy in your own life in general, because you don't deserve to constantly struggle. But you also have to be willing to be flexible and perspective of like, what is happening that's positive for me today, though this may not be fully 100%. What progress is this making? Like, what am I grateful for today? Basically speak your gratitude into existence and watch how things grow. Prepare for change is also very exciting for this first group, because like I said, if it's been a hard time, if it's been some growth going on that's been making the relationship uncomfortable, or just some reassessment I saw maybe currently happening to see like, is this for me or not? And am I 100% making the right decision for myself? Like whatever reassessing looked like for you, where you just maybe got cold feet, or you probably just, some situations came up where you're like, can I really commit 100% to this work? Because it's not just work on a relationship, it's work on yourself. It's work on learning how to be someone that's not just self-centered, really. And it's also like just allowing a relationship to help you grow and change, because change is growth, growth is change. It's very tricky, right? So a lot of relationships are being called to move us forward, to help us grow. And that's uncomfortable. So just know that no matter how great these experiences feel with these people, how beautiful, like you probably already had joyful times with this individual, but it's like, prepare for more. There's going to be even more great memories you make, but understand that like through every 444, I call in timer. Through every test, through every limitation, through every challenge, through everything you overcome with this person, you're going to be rewarded with like a very beautiful time in your connection. Like you guys are both healing and bringing each other into balance. Okay, things don't just start off being balanced. Things don't just start off perfect. Things don't get there to the destination immediately. Like it's a journey, it's a process, it's a transformation happening for the both of you. And by you committing to this journey, committing to each other, committing to growth personally and with each other, this is only going to bring in a lot of positive changes individually, personally, and in the relationship, and more positive experiences, joyful times. I mean, experiences where it's like, I've never had this before, I've never felt this way before. And like, tower, this change, wow, what is this? Okay, just everything fall. Just let go. Spirit said, just let go. Whatever you've been holding on to, let it go. Because it's not worth, yeah. So there's been some fears, some like not even like valid. I don't even want to say not valid because everything you feel is valid, but like they are fears where it's like it may be influences from yourself, your wounded self, that feels like it could be at threat or at risk of going through something that has been through before, and you kind of get into this self-protective mode. And Spirit is saying like, hey, that self-protective mode, it was good for the past, but where you are right now, this can actually cause a downfall for you. Okay. You need to separate and leave behind these fears, leave behind these phobias, leave behind these memories and experiences, and things that just made you feel powerless. Okay. Love is supposed to make you feel powerful. So if that in essence is how you feel, lean into that, because that's a victory, to be in a position where you feel powerful, to feel like like love is stronger than your fears, your faith is stronger than your fears, you're limitless, your nothing is stopping you from having exactly what you want. So that's exciting. First group, what else? Let's do some more oracle. Okay, of course I gotta do some roomy oracle for y'all. Joyful times, prepare for change. Okay, we have a victory, another victory message. Victory, Miriam. If you are longing to caress the moon, do not turn away from it. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Wait, so I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Okay, you better know you got wings, okay? Whatever may be troubling you is not meant to bring you trouble. Allow yourself to become eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. The attitude, rather than the circumstance, needs to shift. Ooh, then you shall find your resolution. Let me say that again, 808. So this is about shifting your perspective. Didn't I just say that? The attitude, rather than the circumstance, needs to shift. If you're on the cliff and you get pushed off, and you do have the attitude that you're not an eagle, what's going to happen? But if you know who you are, if you know what you deserve, if you know what you're capable of, victory is on the other side. You're going to start to climb. So faith over fears, like this is amazing. The lover and the beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. Oh, how you have been burned before. Abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, suffering at the hands of an unworthy lover. Can the great divine love affair be tarred with the same brush? Will bitter expectations keep your heart locked away behind a mean-spirited gate? Something needs to change within you so that you can receive. It may simply be that you say yes. Oh, full moon release video. Tune into that because I just talked about learning behaviors from your upbringing, your inner child. I even just had a moment of honesty. Like, I'm not a mean person, but I've learned to be mean because the people that loved me could be mean to me. And Being mean is an absence of love. It's not evil. It's not bad. We're just going to say it's an absence of love. And that is where we have to make more conscious effort to love ourselves and to love the people that love us better than what we've experienced. To learn that we are worth that. We deserve that better. So the way we teach ourselves is by giving it to somebody else. That's really what, to me, relationships reflect. Like, if you want to heal your relationship with yourself, then you will understand that a relationship is that space for you to do that. Because you won't love yourself better than you love that person. So use, not even use, but just see the opportunity in relationships to love yourself better through how you love them, how you commit to them, how you show up for them, what you do for them. And don't be worried about like what does not happen back to you, because that's a what, irrational fear. Because everything we give out, it comes back to us. We cannot say how it should come back to us, from where it should come back, how it should come back. We have to give things and trust that what we put out there, it will come back to us. So if you are planting the seeds to receive more, to have more, to be loved more, then just know that that's what's going to happen. If you are grateful for what you share and experience already, know that more is about to happen. Okay, now there's way too many. I think those two cards are great. We'll leave it at those two messages. But yeah, saying yes. So say yes. Have a yes day. That is from a cartoon for my mother's fathers to listen to. Is that from Bluey? I think Bluey. Anyways, yes day. Have a yes day. Say yes to everything. Let somebody help you. Um, let yourself have what you want, have what you need, whatever. Duality. So there's many. Okay, so in this relationship, there could have been some experiences where you weren't seeing eye to eye, misunderstandings. Some of these misunderstandings were coming from a victim mentality or fear, we can say rather, but victimizing oneself or not feeling like you have enough or being fearful of being used. I don't know, something about victimization and loss and lack. So to me, that's like being afraid of being used, being afraid of like if you give, you won't receive, type of feeling, um, or even having to, I don't know, but there was some misunderstanding happening here about balance, how to balance. Um, something, okay, I saw trust. So it could have been something like a scenario where this connection recently may have been affected by misunderstandings where certain things may have looked a certain way, but it had a different meaning, or certain thing was said, but it looked a different way, whatever way it goes, or um, the way that a situation impacted one individual, it affected the other, the opposite. So just having opposite experiences and reflections. So you're not able to understand each other because you're both just kind of defensive over what you feel and what you're experiencing. Makes sense. Um, so anyways, but all of this was coming from fear of moving forward, fear of giving, fear of receiving, whichever side you're on. And so this was being mirrored in the connection. But naturally, it's like a common. Both of you want this harvest and miracle. So, okay, this is funny because I'm like miracle. It's like it takes a miracle to get each other to like give in, but not really. It's just a joke in my mind. It's saying rather like there is this learning experience or this back and forth or whatever was creating an imbalance here in this connection, it's about to spark a certain innate wisdom or knowledge. Like something is about to occur where it's like an answer, a guide, I just see an answer, like something that is very clear that you hear, you're watching, you're listening to a movie, maybe a song, a conversation, or just somewhere where you're listening and you hear something and then you realize, oh, okay, this is what my partner meant, or this is what I can do, or I don't know, just an answer. But this, it seems like miraculous, and just how like this information comes to you or how you make this connection. It's just like, oh, that's why, like, I know I can trust this situation. Like, I know I can. Okay, anyway, harvest, gathering of blessings. You will be, this connection has joyful times ahead because it's going to become more clear that this is an eternal, okay, sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. So this is, okay. So I'm just getting like surrendering to this understanding that like this is not a connection here. Like this connection may very well be triggering and have misunderstandings of things that happen that may make you think that this situation is going to fail because maybe these are some things that in the past relationships failed because of that or something like it. I don't know. But in this situation, it's like sacred purpose, meaning like you have you have an actual purpose with each other. So eternal flame, this is something where family is involved, ancestral legacy, that's birthing life, earth magic, being fearless. So I don't know, maybe this prepare for change and this particular relationship dynamic for you guys is because there was a it was a mirroring effect. Two people on the opposite end. It was imbalanced, not seeing eye to eye, not being able to see something clearly. Fear about being used, fear about being abused. I don't fucking know. Whatever, you all know your situation. I'm just like fear, loss of something, loss of time, loss of resources, loss of whatever. Feeling like one is giving more, receiving less, whatever the imbalance was with misunderstandings. It's like it seemed to be a push and pull situation because there was a lack of hidden knowledge under sacred purpose. There was a lack of understanding, or there's something that hasn't been revealed to you guys yet that maybe in the next few days or the remainder of the month, which is just a few days, you will begin to see a shift or a change, prepare for change here. That is going to be making more clear to you that like this is not this relationship has a purpose. It's not a short-term relationship. So whether you're ready for that ride or not, like you're on it. Anyways, but it's gonna be joyful times. So whatever. Take that however it resonates. And like someone looks like y'all was just worried about something that ain't need to be worried about. Anyways, next group. All right, second spread. Maybe we're only going to do 2 here. Second spread of lovers. Let's see. Jasper says hello all the way from the other room. Oh, okay. Second collective. Or this could also resonate with you if you resonate with the first one. This could just be personal or about your person. But here's another perspective. Leave past behind. Wishful thinking. Whew. Okay, well, this seems to be speaking more to like singles or people who might be contemplating if something behind them is better than what's ahead of them. I don't know why anyone would be doing that, but I'm not going to judge you. Okay, that was probably judgmental. I wouldn't. I mean, it happens. Okay, I have done it, but it's just we're not doing that in 2024. If it didn't work out 2021, 22, 23, it just wasn't to work out, right? Because I'm pretty sure those situations had time to work out. So, anyways, my point is like this energy here is not attractive. This is a repellent of love energy, of happiness. Oh, wow. And then I look at the deck and it's showing me lost love. Okay. Maybe I just wasn't ready to talk about a heartbreak. So, for some of you who are single or in this period of like being broken up, separated, um, yeah, this is just definitely a breakup, like something that X, they reached the X zone, and now it's like there could be some still like tampering with like talking on the phone, connecting, like some just nostalgic ass bullshit ass energy where people try to make it seem like, don't you miss this? Don't you want to come back? Remember this? Like y'all both know, no, not at all. Where's okay, y'all both know this is a no situation. That there's a bunch of wishful thinking here about what could have been, what should have been, what could have had been. No, shit, who cares? But also too, somebody could just be feeling like just afraid to embrace the loneliness. So they're still trying to like cling on or just hover. This is what they call hovering, where it's like they let you go, but they don't want to let you go too far. Like they still want to be there on your mind. So you can have this wishful thinking energy of, man, I wish me and her so and so was together, or I wish. But I mean, really, they could just be wishing this on their own. Or you could be wishing this on your own, because I don't really see this as a reciprocated love connection. I see this as something that once was a solid connection, maybe like a solid thing. But since there's been separation and breaking up and moving on and doing, this is gone. So Spirit is saying this group, leave past behind. Whatever this situation was that you lost or didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out, understand that it happened the way it was supposed to. That all this shoulda, woulda, coulda is wishful thinking. If it was meant to happen that way, it would have. It happened the way it was supposed to, which it failed because it was supposed to, because it was a lesson. It wasn't it. Okay, no matter how much you try to dress it up as it, it's still a clown. Sorry, Spirit, it's not funny. That was corny as hell. Oh my God, somebody help me. I'm so embarrassing. Okay. No matter how, okay, we're not going to repeat that, guys. Let's just act like that never happened. Anyways, it's giving clown. For real. Like, this person was not it. Shit, maybe special knowledge and special skills. Okay. Spirit says, I need you to get into that. Oh, okay. Or you've been learning something about this situation. Maybe you've been seeing a therapist, or you've been talking and learning and reading things that relate to your experience, and it's been helping you get more understanding. Maybe you see that this could be, maybe this breakup has shown you something about yourself that you can actually use to help other people with. Yeah, justice, how you can help people recover from these type of situations. Damn, what's really going on? Spirit, why do they need to leave the past behind? Show me who I'm speaking to. Show me who I'm speaking to. Okay. So I see here 2 of Wands. Spirit, show me who I'm speaking to. Okay. Um, I just see the energy of someone who's trying to repair an emotional connection they had to somebody where they know lying and cheating happened, or there's no trust here. And that, like, this relationship showed them something about their emotional maturity, that they didn't have it all together or wasn't ready for that type of serious of a relationship. So we pass behind. So it's like this individual, there's somebody, either it's showing up as King of Cups, a masculine, but it could be just the person who wants to take the initiative. So whichever side wants to take the initiative is feeling motivated or inspired because they want to repair and heal an emotional connection, and they want to reconcile. They want to reconcile and try to pick up the broken pieces and see if y'all can. They got this wishful thinking going on where they feel like they've, like, the things that they've learned from this relationship, from their mistakes, they feel like they can come back and apply that and make it work with you. But the truth of the matter is, Spirit is saying this is gone. This is lost love. Like, this is something where you're gonna have to take the L and move the fuck on, because this trying to better yourself to go back to a place that ultimately got you fucked up in the first place. It's like, what honey, you're working backwards. If you get better, you're supposed to move forward. You're not supposed to go back to what fucking shredded you apart. Like, come on. I'm sorry, but that's just, I know you love this person and you think it's going to work out, but Spirit is definitely making it clear to me, like, you're trying to go back and pick up some burdens and baggage and try to, like, see if you can save somebody because you're saving yourself now, or you're figuring out how to move past these bad patterns and habits and moving into a positive direction of, like, stability and love and, like, self-love at that. Like, you're growing into yourself. And that's absolutely what that relationship was there to teach you, was to grow into yourself, was to prioritize yourself, was to take a stand, was to, love yourself and value yourself in a way where you would not end up in a situation like that again. Okay. That was the lesson. You got it. Okay. So they're saying you have learned, but what you don't need to do is try to go back and try to offer this to somebody who, needs to learn that on their own too. Like, if they were meant to learn it with you, they would have. Now I am seeing too, like, you have a new opportunity that's going to present itself to you. Once you really enter this state of, like, valuing yourself, just knowing that you deserve, like, ultimate happiness and fulfillment, living that soft life, being in love, having a home, a family. Like, I see somebody waiting for a real offer. It's like you have enough. Like, you are enough for yourself. You love yourself. You've moved away from things that, you know you could have kept working on it, right, if it was up to you. But because you deserve better than that, Spirit's not going to let you waste your time on anything that doesn't serve you or doesn't help. Like, your hard work needs to pay off. So it's like, if you're going to invest into something, you need to invest into something that's going to reward you, that's going to give you what you desire. Oh, I know that's a word. So they're saying this past situation, you want to wish and hope that it would have given you the house, the car, the keys, the children, the family, the wedding ring, the wedding, whatever. You want to hope and wish that it would have done all that. But truth of the matter is, like, those were all dreams. Now I see you moving into a place of valuing yourself or loving yourself, raising the bar, raising the standard, not coming down to meet this person 50-50, whatever the fuck the situation. No. And I see you really waiting for somebody who comes in and knows your worth. And who's ready to pop it off. Like, ain't gonna wait around. Like, somebody who is not gonna waste no time, because the Ace of Wands is like, I'm ready now. Like, what do you want? Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. I want to give it all to you. And it's like, I don't see you taking no offers unless it's really something that you see is worthwhile, that you see is offering you exactly what you want, exactly how you see your worth. And that's amazing, because it looks like you wouldn't have even you wouldn't have even realized that this could have been an opportunity for you had you stayed in this past relationship. Now that you really have suitors and people that are coming towards you that can actually give you more, now it's like, damn, wow, I'm that girl, I'm that guy. Wow, I can't believe I almost settled. That is hilarious. But anyways, but that's for real, because you, like, on your own, you're just so much. And this is why people lose their mind over you, because you're just everything. Like, you give people that stability. You make people feel harmonious. You make people feel at peace in your presence. You make people feel cared for and nurtured, supported, uplifted. Like, their dreams, everything about them matters. So the least you deserve is somebody who, like, can reciprocate that justice, you know? So you clarify this justice for this group. Moving on, having new opportunities, new suitors moving in. Okay, to show you a whole new world. Okay, so yeah, let that past go, honey, because what's ahead of you is way better than what's behind you. This person is looking ahead. It's saying we can't, like, yeah, Spirit's like, you got to block the past. You got to disconnect, detach, dissolve, delete, erase. All of it. Delete, because literally full moon release video, go check out the full moon ritual or release video, because Spirit told me straight up, like, you gotta, like, erase and physically do things that show you're letting go of stuff. Gifts that people gave you from the past, like, all these things that hold energy. I don't care if it's digitally or physically. Spirit said it all gotta go. Like, if you really considered what the next 10 years of your life has to bring you to replace the last 10 years, you wouldn't be dragging your feet to let go of the last 10 years, especially if you knew that it could speed up your manifestations for what this new era is trying to bring in for you. Shit, I'm ready to, you know what? Like, here I am. I'm ready to go start deleting stuff right now again, because it's real. Like, we don't understand, like, a lot of our blessings are, like, being held up because we are still holding on to old blessings. Like, they were all amazing, don't get me wrong. Like, damn, thank you, God, for all the things I've experienced that's given me more life. But Spirit's like, it's now time to put an end, leave the past behind, and, like, really jump head first into the future, because there's so much ahead of you where it's like your hard work is going to be rewarded, like, big. Like, you're not going to just be working on relationships for 6 years and longer and not get nothing out of it. You're going to be working probably 6 months and get something you never got out of a relationship you was in for 10 years. Okay? So it's like, don't hold back now. Don't hold on to the past now, because what's coming in, it's coming in like a wrecking ball. Like, that's all I hear, but it's coming in with all this fresh new energy where it's like, you're gonna want to fight people over these blessings. People are gonna be wanting to fight for your position, because they're gonna be like, damn, how is so and so getting all this favor and good luck and blessings and all this good stuff? Oh, because they let their baggage go. Like, I mean, that's the only baggage you're gonna have, is just people talking, because they don't understand that you moved forward. Like, you just made the conscious decision to just, like, let everything go. As if, like, you just cashed in your, I don't know why that is such a huge message, because I'm gonna have to make a little video just on this. But, like, cashing in your entire past life for a whole new life. In my videos, I've been saying things like energy is currency. Light is currency. Love is currency. All these things we give our energy to, the things that we're holding in our energy. Our phone is a part of our energy, our storage, everything that has us involved in it, with it, tied to it, connected to it spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually. These things are all tied to us. And it's like, what if you just cut all those ties the last 10 years of your life and traded it in for a whole new world? I don't know. Spirit's like, it's that dramatic. Like, at least that's how we should be looking at change, where it's like, this change is literal currency. This change is literal financing your new future, baby. Because every sacrifice, everything you give up has something of value to it. So it's like, the more value you're giving up, stripping yourself again and again of the past. Oh my God, Spirit's just putting me on a merry-go-round, because I'm like, I got some work to do myself when it comes to stripping myself of the past and just like erasing my, like, who I've been. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be somebody I've never been, and I want to be the happiest version of myself I've ever been, and I want to be the healthiest, and I want to be the most, like, that's all I want to know. I don't want to know what sad stories I've been through anymore. I don't want to know what ex-husband I ever had. I don't want to know. I don't want to know nothing about my past. I just want to know, like, okay, this is who I am and this is where I'm going, because that's all that matters. And that's what Spirit is like really been having on my mind the last few days. I didn't know how to articulate it until I started doing these readings, but it's just more clear that, like, it's a theme for everybody, for all of us to be more mindful when it comes to releasing, like doing something physically to show that we are actually releasing, not just thinking about it, not just putting it to the back of our minds, but like physically, I'm taking action to let this go. I'm erasing this. I'm leaving this behind. I mean, some people have already started doing this probably, but Spirit's like, keep doing it, because when you let things go of value, because everything we've put our work into, our energy into, our attention into, it all has energy, it has currency. So it's like, keep sacrificing, because those sacrifices are actually adding to the bank account. Okay, it's actually, you are financing your future. Anyways, yeah, so every heartbreak, every tear, every past life you've ever had, it's time to level up. All right. Peace, peace, water, her family. Love you.